Hey guys, it's Vesper Starwolf here with another video. And today I'm going to talk about how Vesper, this suit head, came into my life. Because it's not the usual kind of way someone gets a fursuit. Altogether, this suit probably only cost me like $100. And that's for the sleeves and the tail. Back in the day, Instagram was really popular. I loved using Instagram. I used it all the time. Don't really use it that much anymore. So, I was scrolling a young furry without any fursuit. I was just scrolling along on Instagram one day. Someone I follow by the name of Velveteen Soldier, who is a fursuit maker, posted an image on their Instagram. They were having a giveaway for a fursuit head. Here's the picture. You can only imagine the events that would transpire. So, it was October 10th, 2013. I re-uploaded this picture. Because that's what you do in Instagram contest. You re-upload the picture. It gives you a chance to win the giveaway. So I did that, and I did the little hashtag. It was chicken contest because I think Velveteen Soldier goes by Chicken, or at least used to go by the name Chicken. So I did that. And my little comment was all cheeky. I was like, oh, looks like fun. I'll just give this contest a try. So, I did. And, Velveteen Soldier was like, hey, and if you draw, my characters for each drawing, you'll get an extra shot. So, I was like, okay. I went through their characters and found a couple that I liked and that I just wanted to try my hand at drawing. I drew like 4 of their characters and got like 4 extra entries. So altogether I had 5 entries in the contest. And like I would just like look at the picture and I was like, I want that suit head so bad. I wanted her. I even came up with a name beforehand, which I really shouldn't do, but I do that. The weirdest thing, someone else I follow was selling a tail that was the exact same colors, and it had a star on it. I thought, ooh, if I win the head, that tail would go great with it, but, I didn't want to commit to buying a tail and not win the head, so I didn't get the tail. But I really like the star idea, which is why it kind of translated over, and Vesper has a star on her back now. But then one day, time went by, and I eventually kind of like forgot about the contest almost. As you do, because there's no use in like obsessing over something that you might not even get, So, one day, I started receiving a bunch of notifications on Instagram, and I was like, when you have a very small following on all your social medias, anytime you start getting a lot of like notifications, it's scary. You don't know what went down. So I open up Instagram and I see I've been tagged in a post that Velveteen Soldier had uploaded, and they were holding a piece of paper with my username, RexyPlexy, on it, and apparently they put all the names into a hat, shook it up, like all the entries into a hat. I believe at the time they were like a little over 600 entries. And remember, only 5 of those were mine. There were people that had like 20 names in that hat. And And so Velveteen's, I think they wrote that their mom plucked out the name, and when they opened it, it was mine. And all the notifications were like people congratulating me, but I was like, a what? This doesn't happen to people. People don't actually win these things. And I was just dumbfounded, but I was like, oh my god, thank you. I'm so happy and everything. And so I downloaded Kik, K-I-K. It's this old messenger app that everyone used before Telegram was a thing. I didn't have it because I didn't really talk to a lot of people like that. I use Telegram now though. So that happened. I won the head, and you know, on Kik, me and Velveteen would kind of like, we talked about like the details of sending it and everything. There's a little back and forth, and it did take them like another year or so to actually send me the head. Like, it was finished and everything, but they wanted to wait until all their commissions were done so they could send out all their stuff like together, which that's fine. As you can see, I did get her eventually. Like, one day I was just, my brother was visiting and I was just hanging out with him and my mom. Someone drops off the package at the door and we're all like, what? Because, again, I kind of forgot I was expecting the head. Because it took a while. But then, like, I open it and I was like, oh my god, it's the head. And so I open it and she comes out. It's weird because you can have a small box and then the fursuit comes out. I still have the box she came in because I set her in it. But she does not fit. I do not know how she was in that box. She just kind of sat in my room for a while. I would only put her on to take pictures in. There was no conventions around me back then, so I never went to anything. No events. I didn't know any other furries. And my mom was kind of weird about it. Like, I know I've said, like, she doesn't care about the whole furry thing, but, like, in her mind, it's something that you own, but don't use. Like, she finds it weird when I put it on and I'm not going somewhere. So she's just like, why are you wearing that? So I was a little self-conscious. I'm, like, way better now. Like, I'll put it on. I don't care what she thinks. Yeah, and I didn't really wear Vesper that much because I did have some of my own, like, worries and fears because I've never owned a fursuit before. So it did take me a while to, like, gain almost, like, an immunity to it. Because, like, the foam, every time I put it on, my face would itch like crazy and irritate my skin almost. I have very sensitive skin, and I couldn't wear it for more than a couple minutes because it would just be far too hot for me. Eventually, I made Vesper a reference for her rest of her body and I designed it based off of the head, and I commissioned someone on Etsy. I'll put their name right here if I can find them again. I had them make me these sleeves. And the tail. I really want new paws and sleeves, especially because I'm not huge on the paw. They're like a mitten style, and I'm not huge on that. I had to make cheaty paws because it was just a hassle having to take my whole sleeve off to use my hands. I did want to complete the, like, kind of partial thing because I only have the cheap cosplay paws, no tail. I still don't have feet paws. I'm fine without having the feet paws. I don't want them because Vesper's feet are white. and I don't like having to clean that stuff. Years down the line, you know, I haven't, like I said, I hadn't really worn Vesper that much, but years down the line, at my college, I saw a sign for a furry RSO, which is a registered student organization. It's like a club, and I went there, and the rest is history. I met all my furry friends, including Sharky. And, you know, I was like, oh, hey, yeah, I have a suit, too, because a couple people had suits in that club. So they're like, hey, bring your suit to the college, and we can fursuit on campus during our meetings. So that's how I started wearing Vesper more. And with these friends, I started going to conventions and traveling and a whole lot of different events that I could wear my suit. And it's just been an amazing time. I am so thankful and lucky that I was able to win and own this Fursuit head. It really was a life changer. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't win this head. Especially since I still don't have money to buy a suit. Like, I do want to get a new suit, but this one will always be very special to me personally. So yeah, I think that's it for now. That's the story of how I got Vesper, and a little extra details there for y'all. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! A mitten? A mitten.